It's dark, utterly dark. A void presses in from all sides. A suffocating blackness that threatens to swallow you whole. Then a pinpoint of light, faint at first, like a distant star, pierces the darkness. As each of you focuses on it, the light expands, resolving in a blurry image that slowly sharpens into focus. Nim, for you, the image solidifies into a scene, a cold, echoing hall. Your father, Lord Theron Silvercrest, a man with silver-white hair cascading from down his back, framing a face of striking violet eyes, stands before you. His face a mask of cold disapproval. "You hunt down cultists, claiming it's justice!" Theron sneered, his voice like a rasp of steel on stone. "But you are truly blind to the forces you fight!" The, the, words, the words hung in the air, heavy with accusation. Nim, you feel a chill despite the warmth of your shining armor. You see yourself battling cultists, your swords gleaming, your heart pure in its commitment to justice. But in this dream, a shadow falls over your triumph, a subtle manipulation, a hidden hand guiding the cultist's actions. A fleeting image of someone familiar obscured by shadow flashes before you. The line emblem on your dagger feels cold, a heavy and sudden unsettling weight. A whispered voice, Theron's perhaps, slithers into your mind. Your crusade, it serves a purpose beyond your understanding. The dream dissolves, leaving you with a sense of profound unease. As you start to awake, and your senses sharpens, a fading melody brushes against the edge of your awareness.
Come wayward souls who wander through the darkness, there is a light for the lost and the meek.
Grog, you dream not of a glorious battle or fiery sermons, but of dust, the dust of Talondor, your home, a speck on the Neneador Empire's map. You see yourself as a boy, half orc, half outcast. The townsfolk, their faces edged with suspicion, turn away as younger you pass by. Their whispers follow you like shadows. Half-breed, demon spawn, unclean. Talondor, the bread basket of the Empire, thrives on their grain, yet they choke on the presence of a half-orc. You see the fields, endless waves of golden wheat stretching towards the distant imposing spires of the Empire. You toil alongside them, your calloused hands mirroring the rough texture of the earth. Your only solace is a small hidden shrine you'd built to the flaming sword, a single defiant flame in the cold heart of prejustice. Then a figure emerged from the swirling dust, a priest of the priest of the order, clad in purple and crimson, his face etched with purpose, the priest's eyes alight with inner fire, saw not a half-orc, but a devout soul. He offers young Grog a hand, a place, a family within the order, not just a place to belong, but a purpose, a chance to forge his own path, to use the fire in his heart to burn away the darkness of prejustice. The dust swirls around you, in your sleep, as you reach out to the offered hand. Suddenly, day turns into night, and the priest disappears into crumbling ash. Instead of the warmth in your soul, which you have already become accustomed to, you feel a chilling emptiness, as if the angel of flaming light has abandoned you, or even worse, left this world to fend for itself. You wake up tired and weary as a melody whispering its last notes to your mind.
Sorrow and fear are easily forgotten when you submit to the soil of the earth. Grow tiny
supposed to stop playing now? Okay, there we go. Emmerich, as you gaze into the darkness, you put your arm up to the light, up to light the room, as a flickering torchlight dances across your sweat-streaked face, reflecting in the polished brass of a miniature fire thrower. You mimic the stance of your father Borin Amberoath, a legendary commander of the Valheim fire throwers, personal guard to the sovereign revoker himself. The small squad of recruits under your command stand rigidly, their own miniature fire throwers gleaming. You bark your orders, voice echoing in the cavernous training yard, but the words felt hollow. You raise your weapon, focusing, willing the familiar warmth of fire magic to bloom within you. Nothing. Only the cold, hard metal of the device meets your touch. The recruits, sensing your failure, shift uneasily. One whispers to another, a smirk playing on their lips. Your chest tightens. You knew this was it. The attempt to emulate your father and brother had ended in utter failure. Your lack of fire magic was a stain on your family's honor, a dishonor that echoed in the silence of a training yard. You lowered your weapon, the metal cold against your skin. A mirror to the icy dread creeps into your heart. You couldn't do this. You wouldn't dishonor your family any further. With a heavy heart, you turn your back on the recruits, on the dream in the dream of following in your family's footsteps, and walked away from the academy, leaving behind the flickering torchlight and the echoing silence of failure. As you walk into the darkness, a faint melody starts to play as you slowly awaken. Who wants to play? There you go. Unlike Unlike his recent memories, Castriot, you experience an entirely new vision from your past, as striking and unexpected as this first sighting of the primal wolf weeks ago. As this time, a mournful howl digress across the frozen tundra, whipping your frost-kissed hair across your face as you rode on your primal wolf, fangs bared and fangs bared into the teeth of the blizzard. Beside you, you watch your brethren, a phalanx of frost elves astride their own magnificent wolves, charging towards a colossal obsidian portal that pulses with malevolent energy amidst the skeletal trees of the frozen forest. Demonic creatures, grotesque parodies of life, swarmed from the portal's gaping maw, their gauze staring at the air, their eyes burning with unholy fire. Your wolf, a creature of myth and legend, slices through the demonic horde, its icy breath freezing the fiend's solids before shattering them with a bone-jarring crunch. You, wielding an ancestral glaive, swat aside creatures with grim efficiency, your eyes fixed on the portal. As you near it, you watch your brethren at the vanguard, their hands outstretched, channeling mana into the swirling darkness of the portal. A shadow, vast and impossibly fast across the battlefield too quickly to discern its form, right before the portal implodes with a deafening roar. Reality itself seems to tear apart as the fabric of existence fractured, the frozen landscape dissolving into a kaleidoscope of impossible colors. You watch in horror as your own body and the bodies of your brethren disintegrate into 1,000 fragments, scattering like snowflakes in the blizzard. There was no pain, only the chilling void as the frost elf ceased to be. You jolt awake from your meditative state as you swear you just heard a melody in the wind. Would be so cool if it didn't stutter.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
you get the gist.
It's
Uh,
so
Yeah,
cool though.
yeah. Uh,
my
The pitch darkness made way for a landscape of soft shadows as your quick eyes acclimates to the familiar scene. Uh, this is about Flavia, I didn't put her name in, but Flavia, for you, the pitch darkness made way for a landscape of soft shadows as your quick eyes acclimates to the familiar scene. Moonlight, fractured by the high, narrow windows of the Drow noble house, paints a training gowns in streaks of silver. Flavia, you watch from above as a young rogue drow, who you realize must be past you, moves through the shadows with a fluid grace, her blade a whisper in the night as she sparred with her sisters under the watchful eyes of her aunt. The rhythmic clang of steel on steel echoes in the stillness as testaments to your family's mastery of shadows, darkness, and the honored art of death. Your oldest sister, Lyra, displayed an exceptional skill, her moves precise and deadly. Lyra was poised to take over the family's duties, representing their house in the treacherous politics of the Salor Tower. Under the watchful gaze of the Shadar-kai representative, Kyra. But the Drow and the Shadar-kai of Salor Tower were a viper's nest of intrigue, always seeking to undermine one another to gain favor. As you ponder this, the dream shifts, as dawn crept into the room, painting the cracks in the stone walls with a pale light. Young you, Lyra, and your second oldest sister, Shailia, lay nestled together in your shared chamber, the night's darkness retreating before the encroaching day. You overhear yourself and your sister speak in hushed whispers about the upcoming trials, a crucible of combat and cunning that would determine your readiness to bear the weight of your family's responsibilities. These trials, they feel so important. It's more than just proving your skill, isn't it? It's about securing our family's position in the tower, young Flavia says. Lyra nods. Precisely. Kyra watches everything. One misstep, one moment of weakness, and another family will seize the opportunity to rise above us. But what about afterwards? If we pass, what then? Will we truly be able to leave the tower? I've heard stories from the others about the world beyond the tower, lands untouched by shadows, Shyla says. Oh, I almost forgot. I finished our new family emblem we came up with so we can put it forward as our new family's crest, like we always wanted, young Flavia answers. The sparse light filtering into the room reveals an embroidered leathered patch that seems to resemble 3 flying eagles instead of the singular one that has been her family's crest for decades. We'll see. First we must prove ourselves worthy. Then perhaps our family will finally be granted the opportunity to expand our influence beyond these walls, the oldest of them, Lyra says. The dream jumps forward a few hours. It was evening again. The sisters awoke, but the air was heavy with a chilling dread. Lyra was gone. Her bed was empty, save for a single chilling detail. Her ring finger, severed clean, the family's signet ring missing. The young version of you begins to scream as you force yourself out of the trance. As the screaming stops, the only sound left is dying out of a silent melody. Okay, I give up. That is. Keeps on stop. Okay. The morning light, fractured by grimy windows of the Kraken's maw, spells into your room, a harsh contrast to the blurry edges of your memory. You all awaken, limbs heavy and dull, ache throbbing beneath your skin. A long rest you think a chance to recover from the chaos of yesterday's slave breakout. But something feels off. You sit up, a groan escaping your lips. Where did that come from? All of you glance down and a flicker of confusion crosses your faces. Scratches mark Emmerich's and Nim's armor. A jagged tear rips through the fabric of Cassiot's tunic, and a dull throb pulses from a newly acquired bruises. Clotted blood crunches in Flavia's elven ears. And Gog, you feel an emptiness and even sadness deep inside you, as all of you search for in your mind, trying to recall the source of these wounds, who don't seem to originate from the fight with the Crimson Hand, but the memories remain stubbornly elusive. Weird. And that's where your rolls come in. Jackie, you take 6 points of damage. Swedish, you take 6 points of damage. Black Wolf, you take 7 points, and Marcellus takes 6, and Panther takes 8 points of damage.
Damn.
The only time I roll high.
It's
It's bad.
Yeah, literally.
I'm on 2 health.
How much HP do you have, Black Wolf? Oh, good.
33 right now.
Nice.
Indeed,
Were we on max health or were we damaged?
Yeah, so you start
You're on
with
max health.
you're leveled up max health, and then you take away the damage you just got.
Nim shall remember this.
You remember what?
Because otherwise I was almost dead.
So actually fun.
Oh.
Yeah, lower your volumes, guys.
Oh, now we're back to the fun music.
Yeah.
Cool, let's go to the casino. Woo!
Everything's alright again, right? In the world.
What do
To
you
the
mean?
brothel!
It was alright.
Oh god.
You all sit up, a groan escaping your lips. Where did that come from? Wait, I just read that. Next paragraph. As you begin to gather yourself, you notice the disarray in your room. Not the usual post-adventure mess, but something different. Scattered across the floor are items that don't belong. A finely crafted granite miniature of a loxodon, a pouch of insignificant rings, and a small leather pocketbook which seems to be filled with sketches of drakes. You exchange bewildered glances. Whose belongings are these? Who did they belong to? The questions hang in the air unanswered. You quickly examine your own gear. Your trusty blades and weapons feel heavier than usual, and the handles slightly sticky. The leather of your boots feel rougher, and you notice small dyed smears of crimson on your heels. More questions arise. The pieces don't fit. The wounds, the missing memories, the strange items, something is profoundly wrong. Then, as if a phantom in the wind has swept through your minds, a sense of unease settles over you. A nagging feeling, a missing piece that refuses to be found. You feel a void in your memory, a vast emptiness where something should be. You try to grasp the edges of the missing memories, but they slip away like sand through your fingers. Goldkeep, the name, a whisper in the wind. A phantom echo fades before you, before it can take root. The stories, the legends, the whispers of a place that may or do not exist, are gone. There you go. What do you guys want to do?
I want to get a server that doesn't crash on me. That's something I do.
That's not allowed.
No, that's illegal.
So we've forgotten Gold Keep, did you say?
You remember Goldkeep, but you feel like you've forgotten important things about it.
I guess Flavius will like kind of sit up and kind of examine the room. Like what would I see looking up? Anything besides obviously what you've said, but like I guess what I'm trying to say is like, is this definitely like the Kraken's Mall? Is that able to be like deterred?
Yeah, you don't need to roll anything. This is definitely the Kraken Mall. This is also the room where you guys went in last night. Make a perception check to see if you see anything extra.
That's 16.
Yeah, with a 16, you do notice that there is quite a large bed for someone that is pretty large in general, but if you look around, none of your companions or neither you would even fit in such a big bed. And it seems to be have slept in, but you have no idea who it is, who would be sleeping in a room that only you guys have access to.
I think I'm getting what you're putting down, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Do we remember Bamush?
Bum who? I mean,
Bamush? Ah,
the only Bamush you remember is the pirate that fell overboard.
Oh fuck no.
so
Hammerer.
our characters do not know any Noct.
Knocked who?
That answers that.
Oh.
As like Flavia's like surveying the room, she's gonna look over to Emmerich and be like, "Oh, Emmerich, I'm glad you managed to survive the battle, though you really contributed very little once again."
So what you talking about?
Well, I seem to remember you lying in the dirt. I know it's a bit easy for you to get down there, a bit closer to you, but you know, maybe next time use that big old axe of yours.
If you had gotten to the target on time, you may have done anything useful.
Oh, what you mean, like decapitate him and start a slave rebellion? Yeah, God, if only someone would have done that, hey?
Don't know, don't remember that, so it probably didn't happen.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Wouldn't be the first time. Anyway, my good man, how are your wounds?
Manageable. How are yours? And
Oh,
how
tis but a scratch. Yeah, that was a play on words, Squeak.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also references back to one of the episodes because I titled it like
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, when you
Oh,
guys
no.
match Scratch, the title for that video is just but a Scratch.
Oh, perfect, and I definitely
That's
deserve another
awesome.
hero name for that.
No.
And Grog, Nim, Castorot, how are you guys faring after the battle?
Well, it is that nice of you to ask. I don't remember the battle at all.
Well, let me inform you, Castorot. We do remember the battle, right? Like that, we just don't remember Bamouge for anyone.
Yeah. Basically, all your memories about Bamouge/Noct has been either erased or replaced with someone else that did it.
Mm-hmm. Well, Castorot, my good friend, let me tell you, you faced down against a barbarian, someone 7-8 foot tall, and in the face of death, you laughed and cast Fireball. It was a sight.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And Grog, Grog, can I tell you about the battle? I'm in admiration from your skill, charging the front lines, casting powerful spells, and I say coming in to save me and one of the other slaves in our direst need. Unless we forget Nim, the shield that held this party together. How fare your wounds?
But I do have to say, I feel empty after it. As if, I don't know, something went wrong.
Nonsense.
But it must
Not enough beer, I hear.
Yeah, I think we're in a tricky situation, and we just haven't had a good celebration after a successful mission, and I fear we might need to make a quick exit from this place. I'm surprised
With the
we were even.
Marines in this town now, I don't feel quite safe. So
Exactly. I think the
it would be
sooner
a good call.
we try and depart, the better. As I imagine, word of our deeds have reached many a powerful officer.
Mm-hmm.
And Nim, my good friend, how did the battle fare for you? Your wounds healed?
My wounds are fully healed, but it smells like I've just been sleeping in the compost.
I think that's just Emmerich, my good friend.
Oh. I think he needs to take a big bath.
Don't we all? Don't we all? I say, as soon as we get out of this place, we have a proper celebration.
Yes, I agree. We did save many slaves, and we.
Did you tell us actually about that you were reached? That you had like that guy come up to you in the night?
Yeah,
Or did you keep that to yourself?
No, I told everybody about what the Crimson Hand wanted. Sorry, what the League of Tur wanted us to do.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of like make amends for us stealing the Phoenix. But I didn't say that it was signed Augustus, like my family name.
Fair enough.
So, have you heard anything about the League of Tur? Have they made any suspicious visits again?
No, I was out of it until this morning. I assume, just like you guys, that was a heavy battle, and I think it took a toll on many of us. As you can see, our clothes are ruined. There are cuts, bruises across many of our bodily parts. So I assume if they contacted me once without my knowledge, I assume if something else will arise, they'll contact us again. However, I'm hoping that will be at the end of the matter.
Mm-hmm. I don't fully trust them, to be honest. It is because I'm against slavery and exploitation that I was willing to help. But assassinating any others for some shady enterprise is stretching it, in my opinion.
I think it was more so that it was to save our necks. I don't know about you, but I know plenty about the League of Tur, and their influence stretches deep, wide, and in the very darkest places of this world. And having them being on their hit list is not something that I think I really want to be on.
I wasn't scared to be on the hit list while we were backed by the Empire, but now that we're also...
And Grok looks over to the Castrol.
no longer in the clear. It's a different story.
You're welcome.
I only hear a cowardly elf.
A cowardly elf? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Or a
I think he's
cowardly.
talking about me. Yet I have saved your life. I've done more than prove myself. I feel like your insults are completely unjust, my good man.
Don't remember that.
The next time I see the League of Tur, I'll remind them that us four did their bidding, and you had nothing to do with it.
In the meantime, Grok goes around and starts casting mend on stuff that's broken and damaged, just to keep himself busy while we're starting the morning, I guess.
I guess. Does anyone else want to do anything whilst we're in this room?
Yes.
Maybe go look at the stuff that he said.
Sure,
was-
that's a good one.
Maybe go look at the thing he literally pointed out.
Nah, it's just like the hooded
that's-
figures in the first
yeah,
town.
That's not total D&D.
Can Grok check out if there was any ritual or something spell cast, if he can sense that? Because
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Mhm. That is that's an 11.
You don't sense any lingerings of magic nearby.
Okay.
Does any of you know what these trinkets are on the floor?
No, they
Can
don't.
we do a Arcana check or a perception check or something?
What do you want to find out?
For the trinket thread,
Yeah?
who's pointing at what?
Yeah, you can do whatever check you want to do. You want to check if it's magical, or want to see if it has like a name on their items or anything?
I mean, Arcana check probably sounds more like something Astrid would do.
Yeah, make an
I
account.
think more the question is what you want to figure out, right? Or check.
Yeah, 15.
You check if the items are magical enhanced or not. The where did I write it? The miniature Loxodon doesn't seem to have anything on it. What else? The pouch of insignificant rings. You do sense a slight magical essence coming from the pouch. We have to rummage through it to find the ring that's making the magical stuff. And then the small leather pocketbook with sketches of drakes don't seem to have anything magical on them.
So it's worthless.
Pretty much.
Claudius, go ahead.
I have a bunch of some magic boots that I've been carrying around for like 5 sessions now, and I have no idea what they do. Can I do an Arcana check on them?
Magic boots.
Yeah, we got them from the place where we got the Phoenix, and I've just been carrying them around.
Let me quickly check. Huh. Yeah, I thought I didn't. Let me check if I wrote it down on my session sheet for today.
I asked you on DMs once.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
looking into it, but
something.
it seems I only told you what the cloak did and not what the boots did. Can't immediately find where I wrote it down about the boots.
Or then we'll just consider it like an automatic fail on the Arcana check, and then we'll come back to it.
Yeah, I'll just send you after what I do.
Cool.
Because I don't
That's
think
it.
you won't really need it this session, to be honest. The boots.
Okay.
Okay.
Can Flavia look through the rings? Like she'll take a interest, like more of an interest, like intrigued after she sees Castorot just like manhandling them.
If you
Can I look
grab it,
through them, see if there's anything.
make an investigation check.
Uh, 17.
Okay, you find just a bunch of normal rings. However, there's one ring that seems to be adorned with a small diamond. It looks more like a glass than a diamond, just as if the diamond itself needs to be filled with something magical. You find a ring of attunement. You get one attunement slot.
What does that I mean,
So certain items in D&D requires you to attune to it to get the full magical powers or whatever the item does. And there's a max amount of attunement slots that each person has. So with an extra attunement slot, you're able to either store a spell in the ring that you can just cast freely and then it's empty again, or you can use it to attune to an extra piece of equipment.
what does attune? So it's like really good items and stuff you need to attune to it.
Yeah, if I give you an item and I tell you you need attunement for it, you can use that ring to attune to it. But it's mostly to use the spells. So if you get like, let me. So basically, it's the time you have to spend to form a bond with your magical item. Before you're able to utilize a specific magical effects. It's usually done during a short rest where your character is focusing on nothing but that item. You have a limited number of attunements that you can have, but you can dismiss any of them at any time to make room for new ones. Just gonna look up how many attunement slots I actually have.
3.
You have 3?
3 you should have.
Okay. So basically, like if you have boots, a cloak, and a sword that all needs attunement, you are able to do that. But if you get another item that you need to attune to, you cannot unless if you have a ring of attunement.
Oh, Flavia's just gonna take the ring and put it on, but have no idea about like its magical properties. She's just gonna think it looks nice and add to her nobility.
Does anybody of us know of like a ring of attunement? As spellcasters?
Yeah, the spellcaster will definitely know that. In general, it's well known that those rings exist.
Grog walks over to the stuff on the floor and looks over what the others are doing and asks Flavia, it's like,
What do you got over there?
Hands off, Grog. There is mine.
I don't mean to steal. I was just curious.
Well, keep your eyes to yourself next time. Mine.
My
Precious.
Like a fucking 5-year-old. My toy.
And this is how the party breaks off.
You don't have to be so rude. We're all in this together.
My
I don't need
apologies.
your
My apologies,
trinkets.
my good man. I'm just tired and wounded from the previous from the battle last night. It just
Cool.
seems like any old ring, if you ask me. Looks like the rest of them, just a little bit more expensive.
Grog slaps Flavia on the shoulder.
Ha! Yeah, I can imagine after doing such a good job decapitating in the speech. Well done, well done.
Flavia's
Anyways.
little wince as he hits the shoulder that the blade was sucking all of the life force out of. Go, thanks, Grog.
Anyways, it looks like a special ring. Maybe seen something like that before. Or heard about it. You.
It's worth a lot of.
What do you think about this? Looks like something like an attunement ring or something. Eric, did you go back to sleep or something?
He died.
talking to
He got
me?
a heart attack.
Could you come over and look at this shiny piece?
Yeah, Yeah, give me a second. Yeah. So, yeah, that's Emmerich would know, or because he's a sorcerer, would he not?
Yeah, you would definitely know.
Aha, you found something nice there.
My eyes are gonna like turn to dollar symbols. You're telling me it's worth a lot of money.
If
Well,
it is what we think it is, it could be very useful in any circumstance.
Yeah, I think we would have more use of it than the gold. It's not the most uncommon, but yeah, it's worth something.
Well, best I look after it then. Keep it safe.
Keep it secret, right?
Amen.
Then Brooke looks over to like the little statue of the Loxodon, is like,
Oh, this little statue makes me think of that awful captain. It's like, horrible time over there. I'm happy we got rid of that fellow. What happened to him actually? Huh? Did he just? I think we lost him in the harbor, right, or something.
Pushed overboard, no? During the
Oh.
attack on the ship.
Oh yeah, of course, that was it. How could I forget something like that?
Can I
Luckily,
Yeah, continue, Marcellus.
luckily we got rid of him and got into the captain's chair and got home safely. Until we found Castrid, of course.
True that.
and then Brooke just pockets it like and says,
Oh, I guess if it's over here, nobody needs it. I'll just hold on to it.
You can add granite miniature of a Loxodon to your inventory.
Can Emmerich pick up the book, the Drake sketches, and start looking through it?
Make an investigation check.
But big as 0 back. So yeah, roll 13.
Okay. As you file through the pocketbook, you see a lot of sketches of drakes, but also some writing next to it. Do you speak Draconic?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're able to, as you rummage through it, to quickly read the titles of some of the pages. One of the pages is titled How to Spot a Drake. Another one is How to Live with a Drake. And How to Escape a Drake. Those are the three that spring into your eye. The handwriting seems very familiar. But as you're racking your brain, you don't seem to be able to recognize who it's from.
No wisdom saving throw. Oh.
And the book explodes in your hand and you die.
Ah, shit. Sorry. Yeah.
You can add that to your
Yeah.
inventory. Pocket book of drakes or something. Write it down. Yeah.
Anyways, I think we should be on the move. Maybe get some information about the Marines that arrived and how the slaves are doing. If they escaped or if they're back in cages again. I feel kind of blind, especially after we didn't. We just ran away.
Yeah. What was the plan about the ship as well?
Oh,
I remember we talked about some plan about the ship, but I
something
can't
about Scratch, right?
scratch.
You guys do
Yeah.
remember the quest for Scratch.
Okay.
I'm also thinking about the plan we had for the pirate ship we came here on.
The initial plan was that you bring back Scratch unscathed to Madame Evangeline, and you will be able to take the ship with you. It's on your name from them. It's currently getting repaired, so it should be fully repaired when you get back.
Okay, right.
So
Yeah,
for
'cause
now,
I
it's
was
just
thinking
gonna
how
stay
we would
here.
remember how we would remember that plan without Bamoosh in it.
I mean, it wasn't only Bamouche in that chamber when you make the deal, so. It's probably in your mind, it will be Flavia that helped the talks with Evangeline. So,
Okay.
as a charismatic character she is.
While being drunk.
Yeah, we're all falling off the chair.
I was a lot of help, but let's everybody forget that.
Yeah. Conveniently, everyone forgets you falling from the chair.
Yeah. I
Everybody
am
just
nothing.
thinks you were so charismatic while still falling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was nothing but noble and honourable.
Of course, of course.
I guess now that I assume there's nothing else anyone wants to do in this room quickly, we all done here?
Mhm.
I guess I will go to the door and open it slightly and just have a little look out. You know, to obviously make sure there's not like an army of Marines in the casino or something.
Make a perception check.
This one.
Jokes on you and the Marine.
My new devil sight coming in clutch, you know, being able to see nothing.
You're pretty certain of yourself that no one is lurking just behind the door.
I'm gonna say, coast is clear, guys, and then walk out.
Alright, you open the door, you walk out, and the hallway is empty.
Nice.
Okay. Is everyone gonna exit the room, or
Yes.
I assume so. Okay.
Yes.
As you exit your rooms and look around, the Kraken's maw seems to stir to life. The staff prepares for another day of gambling, drinking, and a pursuit of fleeting fortunes. You descend the stairs. The lingering ache in your body is a constant reminder of the morning's strangeness. As you reach the main floor, your eyes are drawn to a chalkboard mounted on the wall. A list of winners from past week is scrawled in chalk, a testament to the ebb and flow of luck within these walls. At the top of the list, a name is partially rubbed out, smudged beyond recognition. A chilling feeling crawls up your spine. Ah, good morning, dearies! Madame's Evangeline's voice, smooth as silk, cuts through the morning bustle. The boxy woman, her sleek fur gleaming, approaches with a warm smile. Her eyes, however, hold a flicker of something else, a hint of concern, perhaps? I've got some provisions for you, just in case you need to head out, she says, gesturing to a pile of wrapped rations. And a sturdy steed to carry your supplies. Seems you've got a journey ahead of you. She claps her hands together and then reaches for a pouch that hangs at her waist. A look of bewilderment crosses her face. No, where did I put that? She rummages through the empty bag, her brow furrowing. Then her gaze falls upon Emmerich. Emmerich, on your backpack securely fastened with a rope, is a book, a children's tale, its cover worn and scratched. Her eyes widen for a split second, then quickly narrow. A flick of panic crosses her face, replaced by a practiced mask of composure. She blinks, then smiles brightly. Ah yes, the book. I know I'd given to you. I'm getting old, I suppose. She chuckles, a forced, nervous sound. It's a tale my son, Quick Scratch, loved when he was little. I thought I might help with the upcoming quest. She gestures to the book, her voice regaining its usual smooth tone. Quick Scratch has a knack for getting himself into trouble, as all of you may know. I might not look like it, but I do worry about him. He's gone off on a silly adventure of his own. The book is filled with his notes. Like I said earlier, I believe he's looking for Goldkeep. It is a local children's tale, but perhaps his notes will help you find him. And return my son as part of our agreement before something bad overcomes him. How do you react?
Yeah.
Goldkeep. What was that again? Where was that again? Could you
Ah,
tell me? I'm sorry, my mind it's very bad. I'm getting old. It's yeah.
that's part of the issue, you see. Goldkeep is supposed to be a children's tale, but my son, he has he made himself believe that he can find Goldkeep. Like I said, I do not know where Goldkeep is myself, but in the book that the dwarf has over there should have some notes from my son about the tale of Goldkeep. Maybe that would help you guys.
Just above the table as well, I do still also have that map that we stole. Well, I stole from the pirate ship as well.
Yes, you
With
have.
X marks the spot, just in case anyone forgot.
Yep.
I did forget.
Then we should study the book carefully. Luckily, we have a wizard here who's been ages with studying books. You can probably get all the information out of it. Right, Castrol?
He's
He's
died.
sleeping. Yeah. I guess Emmerich could also do it.
You're asking me to. I
Aren't you
might
a
know
well-learned
some
man?
magic, but I'm no wizard.
Books of a nerd, so
Yeah, books of nerds.
Well, my power comes from the gods themselves, so I just need to have faith. I don't really study magic books, but I guess this is a magic book.
And what of the situation outside the casino? We obviously left in quite a hurry, causing quite a ruckus. I like to hear. Is it safe out there? I imagine we'll have to fade away quietly.
All seems to be in order for now. Well, after you guys did the little mission, after a week or so, everything returned to normal. The workers are back into their pants. I do hear some rumors of
Week?
maybe a week. Yes, you guys left to look for clues for Goldkeep, and then you came back. Last night, actually, you guys came back, looking quite hurt, to be honest.
No.
Yes.
We just went and did the fight. Did we not?
Well,
Yeah, the last-
if you meant with just doing it a week ago, yeah.
No, like last night.
Last night, you guys banged up on my door in the back alley, and requested to get in. You guys were pretty hurt, and I don't know what happened, but you guys said you found Goldkeep.
Found Goldkeep.
So I assume you came back for supplies to make the journey again and find Scratch. That's why I gave you the book, in case you need it. Make
Is
an insight check.
everyone or just Emmerich?
Just Emmerich. Because she's talking to Emmerich. Okay.
Oof.
She seems to be saying the truth. But from earlier, you do know with certainty that she was confused. Why you have the book?
Yeah.
That like she
That
didn't
was
give
a
it to you.
6.
Yeah.
That
But more
was a
than that.
6, Yeah.
Yeah, but like from the context clues from earlier, the only thing that you think she might quote unquote lie about is the giving you the book. But for the rest, she's speaking the truth. That's what you think, at least.
That's odd. Yours.
You go.
Why can't we remember that then? Oh. How much did we drink last night?
Yeah, I don't think you drank much. I think a couple of you drank some milk, like a bottle of milk, and then you guys went to your room. And so I went to prepare the steed for you guys, for your supplies and the extra rations to make the journey again.
Did we tell her what direction we went? Like I said,
no.
I'm getting old, so I forget much.
No,
Just for
you.
your information, and my character is not old. He's like 25.
Yeah.
But
No, you guys arrived here and you weren't that talkative, almost like you were mourning about something. So I didn't really want to bother you guys. So I guided you to your rooms.
Did we leave immediately after we took care of the Crimson Hand?
Oh yes, of course you did. Well, what are you asking? This man has memory loss or something.
What did you say?
Oh god. I feel like I sent fools to Gold Key.
No, I'm the only fool in this party. You only need one. What actually happened to the Crimson Hand's territory? Because he was like, he had influence in this town. I take it someone has gobbled up his territory.
Oh yes. The new quote unquote owner of the workers' pens is the captain. He came in with his marines, put everyone back into their pens, and then he took control of the building. And since then, he's the one that ruling the auctions.
Troubling news. How do you know much about this captain? Was kind of auspicious timing of his.
I mean, he has the. I'll quickly look up the name of the guy. Captain. Oh, Captain Torrance, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do know quite a bit about him. He is the supposed appointed naval captain of the Empire to safeguard Eastone, since we are the most eastern settlement of the Neneador Empire. Yeah, he has become a little bit less strict as your common imperial officer would be.
Captain Torrance was the guy that also went with Castriel and was also the guy that
Yeah, the guy.
went on to Upward. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I misunderstood some time ago. I thought it was different. Like
No. It's the same captain that guided you into the harbor. And you reckon the reason that he went to the slave outbreak is because the Coast Guard alarmed him of an outbreak, so he was the quote-unquote reinforcements. And then he
Fair
took the opportunity to claim the law.
Chaos is a ladder.
True. Does anybody else have like questions for Evangeline or?
There's something I didn't really say at the beginning, but yeah, Flavia's going to be like quite distant. And I guess I haven't really been role playing it that way, but yeah, Flavia's going to all of a sudden, I guess, just go quite distant and be a bit out of it, like almost like the week apparently, and the battle before has kind of finally caught up to her. You know, like the warlock powers are starting to, actually have, a bit of drawback. So she's going to be a bit out of it this session.
Mm-hmm.
I guess then we should get going and make our ship ready and stuff. Because eventually, did you know if we went on by ship or by land? Because you just told us you prepared a steed for us. So I guess we were walking over land, or...
I did see you guys set off towards, from here, from the harbor towards the center of town last week. And yeah, you guys' ship has been here being repaired, so unless you got another ship, I don't think you guys went by ship.
I see. I guess we'll just have to investigate the book and get some fresh air to freshen our minds. God knows I need it, apparently. What do you guys agree? Let's just go out for a bit and check the book out.
Yeah, I think the sooner we leave, the better. We're not wanted on the streets, are we? Like, do we have to keep a low profile? Do they know the culprits of last week's event?
As far as you know, you don't think so. You don't think people know. I mean, Madame Evangeline did promise you protection in the streets in Eastone, so if she's still holding her word, then you should be safe for now.
But I guess that everybody knows that like Flavia killed the Crimson Hand because she made like a speech.
The Ash Mother killed the Crimson Hand, thank you very much. Don't know who this Flavia you're talking about is.
Fair enough.
There are whispers about Yash Mother in town.
Oh, hail the Ash Mother.
Mm-hmm. Good little instigation.
But then I think it is best that we take our leave and return to Gold Keep with our supplies.
Oh,
Yes, that sounds like a good plan. Let's prepare.
Good luck. I hope it goes better than the first time. I'm counting on you guys. As Madame Evangeline yells to you, and she walks back to the back of the casino to resume her work.
So I was gonna like turn to a party and just be like, a week. We were out of it. We were gone a week, and I have no recollection of this. Does anyone else?
I don't either. I'm kind of frightened by what happened. Not knowing what happened the past week.
Him, Castorop. Any recollection? This isn't some playful spell you've conjured up, Castorop. Dar, as silent as ever.
Did he mute himself?
I
Gets
think
better.
we
Move, are you okay? Or
I prefer it when he's quiet, to be honest. In character, of course.
Yeah.
Emmerich?
I have no recollection of it, but she wasn't lying. Which makes it all the more troublesome that we can't remember it. A week is a long time.
Yes, at first I thought we were down a week due to our injuries from battle, but we went to Gold Keep.
I guess.
Flavia's gonna take a second just to like obviously Grog's casted mend on us and stuff, but like just gonna like fully inspect myself to see if there's any clues or anything.
Make an investigation check.
But I'm not very good at investigation.
you can always
Yeah.
ask for guidance.
Yeah, 4.
But
It's a guidance should just automatically be cast. That's what happens in Baldur's Gate 3. Not that that's-
No.
Baldur's Gate 3 is not
I
correct D&D.
It's
What?
way fun.
No.
I would love to do like every spell every time that I cast guidance, but it might be just a bit too crazy if I help with every dice throw. Just
Yeah,
I don't know how you guys think about that, but
Yeah, no, I think it'd be showing like where Grog is actually guiding the person, when it's actually like, you're like interacting with whatever, or like you're
Yeah.
concentrating to try and help the person. I think
Yeah.
that's a good way of using it.
fair enough.
You investigate yourself for wounds. Yeah, sure, you find some wounds, but mostly bruises and a bit of blood coming out of your ears. That seems to be dried up, so it's not bleeding anymore. You have no clue what kind of thing could cause that.
Whatever. And everybody, I can like see everybody else as well is like just as beaten up.
Yes.
Be like, well, whatever happened to us on the way to Goldkeep at Goldkeep, it doesn't look good. But I guess there is only one path forward, and if we want to, I guess, get our ship back, this is our only way. And I'm also very intrigued about what happened this week.
I guess we should figure out what we can. Like read the book, maybe go on the streets, check out if someone saw us leave. Maybe one of the pirate crew who is still in the harbor maybe knows what we did. I think it's worth checking it out.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think we should make it quick if we do linger here longer. It seems like after the events, we made a quick escape to Goldkeep or wherever. As Emmerich says, she wasn't lying. I feel like the longer we the longer we stay around here, the riskier it becomes. With one such unforgettable face as mine, I'm sure many people saw me.
Who are you?
Damn.
Oh, no,
Weird
it's-
thing, by the way. I forgot last time, but we did like we left a coin in the treasure chest from like the slave market.
Mm-hmm.
Grog wants to do a locate object on that coin.
Oh yeah?
It's like what tier is it again? I think it's a tier 2 spell. Oh, it's tier 3.
You can. Can you actually cast that?
I don't think I'm not really.
Sky, for
forgot-
name an object, only sends the direction to the object's location as long as the object is within 1000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate specific objects known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. This spell cannot locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks the direct path between you and the object. That's what it is. So it cannot block. It cannot be. It can be blocked, and if it's farther than 1000 feet, you won't know where it is.
That's true. Like, how far are we from this slave market?
Let me check my map.
Because for the others, is it worth to get after that treasure chest? Because
All this gold.
You're about 700 feet away from the marketplace.
so, Grog just asks like,
It's been a week. I remember we were setting up to maybe do a little bit of a hike. But with the Marines taking control of the slavers market, are you guys still up for it? Or do you think it's smarter to just get out and go
Well,
for Gold Keep?
Who's to say we didn't already locate?
That's a good question.
Just look over at like Castor and he's just covered in blood. He's just got like 2,000 gold worth of new jewelry.
Every step he makes, like new coins fall out of his pockets.
yes. This is the
Right,
gold
We don't
album.
know what we forgot in this week.
Mhm.
I think the sooner we leave, the better. I'm not opposed to
Yeah.
sticking around, but I feel very uneasy not remembering the past week. I feel very uneasy not really knowing the consequences of what we did. And I feel like lingering is a bad idea. However, I definitely think it's not a bad idea to maybe ask, I don't know, like find out if someone else knows a bit more about what we've been up to the past week. Madam, whatever she's called.
Evangeline.
Yeah, Evangeline. She seemed an honest woman, but at the end of the day, she runs a casino in a shady part of the empire. You know, there's only so much truth that her words carry. So again, I am worried about putting our faith for too long. I feel like with people like those, and I tell you, I know people like them. There's only so long their faith and their loyalty lasts until it stops conveniencing them, and I don't want to overstay that.
Yeah.
I agree. We should prepare.
If
Love
we
it.
can find out which direction we went, I think we can backtrack from there.
Yeah, well, from when we were on Captain Bermuge's ship, I have this map. With X mark the spot. I could only assume that we followed that last time.
I would think so.
Can't imagine us not following that.
We would never go off a beaten path, right?
So is that the plan? We make haste to leave, or do we look to maybe talk to someone? For maybe, I don't know if Grog wants to go back to the church maybe and see if a suggestion of a ship could be something. He's trying to think of people that we can know, we can trust, and
Yeah,
we would have
no one.
interacted with.
We can
No one
probably
we can trust
no
here.
one here. But there's the shipmates might have some information. We spent quite a bit of time with them. I'm afraid the church won't have any answers for. Maybe they might for our memory loss, but I don't know. I don't want to spend another day in prayer to find out. So I guess we should check out the harbor, maybe. Get some information, maybe from the streets. But could you give me that book? Because then I'll just look through it.
Yeah, sure. Have a look, and he will throw it to Grog.
Grog catches it and just opens it and just starts reading.
Casts guidance on himself and then starts reading.
Yes.
then
You're reading the tail book or the Drake book?
The tail book from Goldkeep.
Okay. On the cover of the book, let me actually escape what the book looks like. It seems to be a children's tales about Goldkeep. The book, like said earlier, was in possession of Quick Scratch for decades, and he wrote these secrets and stuff that he discovered down into the pages. Apparently did not write down how it looked like, but it's basically a faded leather book, and in front of it it says a tale about Goldkeep. As you open it, I want you to make an Arcana check.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
yeah.
I think so. It says I can touch a wooden creature, so
Yeah, you can. Finally.
okay.
So you touch yourself and then you feel better.
Yes.
Damn. And then you read a
Flavio's gonna feel
children book.
uneasy.
That's a 4.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay.
I touched myself and did not feel better.
You open the book, and it seems just to be a normal children's story. On the first page you open, in common it says "Adventures seek Goldkeep," and there's a drawing of a group of cartoon adventurers with maps in hand, setting off towards a rising sun. That's what's on page 1.
Is this fucking book about us? Is that us in the book?
That would be hilarious.
Make a perception check.
Can't be. No.
Flavio is just standing next to me looking at the book, super confused. I also cast guidance on you, fuck you.
A 14 without guidance. If I am being cast. If he's just touching me, it's a 16.
I'm touching everybody.
It would be a great idea that I did that, but unfortunately these characters do not seem to resemble you guys.
Aw.
Kinda sad that they did not think of that, but it wouldn't work. Yeah, they're just random cartoon characters.
Okay, so how many pages are in this book?
Around 14 pages.
14 or 40?
14.
Okay, let's go to the next page. Or just can I just
You wanna go to all of them?
read all of the pages and just look for like the important things and just ask Flavia just to
Yeah.
check with me.
So all the pages seem fairly normal to you as you did in Arcana, and then find anything. On the second page, it says "Pirates block the way." There's a drawing of a cartoon pirates on a ship, sword drawn. On page 3, wild men guard the path. There's a cartoon of wild men, hairy and fierce, hiding in bushes. Next page, a forest comes alive. There's a cartoon trees with faces reaching out with branches. Next page, Goldkeep's walls rise high. A majestic cartoon castle shining gold on a hilltop. Next page. Guards stand strong and tall. There's a drawing of a heavily armored cartoon guards standing at the castle gate. Page 7. They sneak inside with care. There's a drawing of adventurers tiptoeing past the sleeping guards. Page 8. Mountains of gold they see. There's a drawing of a huge pile of gold coins and jewels sparkling. Page 9. Greed fills their hearts, alas. There's a drawing of adventurers, the same adventurers fighting each other over the gold. Page 10. Only one remaining at last. There's one remaining adventurer covered in gold, looking triumphantly but wary. Page 11. He locks the castle doors. You see the adventurer locking a large heavy castle door. Page 12. A sentry passes by. You see a cartoon depiction of time passing with an old tree with rings, as it resembles the passing of time. Page 13. Goldkeep path is lost. You see an overgrown path leading to a hidden castle, barely visible. And page 14, the final page. The gold remains unseen. There's a drawing of a castle overgrown with plants. Inside there sits a gold pile with a single sword sticking out of it. That's all you see, all you read.
Useful in their grog, it just looked like cartoons to me.
Scratch has a wild imagination. But maybe we can, if it's like warnings about what could lie ahead, but I don't know, it's a children's story, so maybe there's truth in there, maybe not.
Yeah,
You do-
just old wives. Sorry, go ahead.
You do remember that Evangeline told you that there would be notes in the book, and thus far you have not seen any notes, only the original writing and the original cartoons.
Flavia, do you see any notes in here? Because I haven't.
No, not that I can see.
Make an investigation check.
But I'm not
Doesn't Gaius
good
have-
at investigation.
Wait,
Why
wait.
can't I roll? Can I persuade the book to show me?
You can definitely try.
It's an
You need
8.
the wizard to fucking read it.
With an 8.
Our wizard is sleeping.
Yeah. With an 8 you don't see anything that catches your eyes.
Can Henrik take a look?
Yeah, sure, make an Arcana check.
Just us all standing around this book, just being like confused as hell. I'm also casting guidance on you, Ever. Because we're
That
all
would be
being
lovely.
disturbed.
You just got both your hands on either of us, just going.
That's a 12, and then it's a d4, right?
Yes. I just dropped the book.
15.
Ooh.
Is 15 enough?
That's just enough. With a 15, you do sense something magical about the book. It's not the book itself, it's rather something that maybe has been written in the book. As you concentrate a little bit more on the first page, you see other writing and drawings that reveal themselves on the pages. As you see this happening, you realize that that Scratch has most likely used magical ink that only reveals itself under a magical investigation or other means. As on the first page, you see something reveal itself. It's a crude drawing of a crude drawing of a compass. It seems to look like an addition to the page from scratch. So there's a crude drawing of a compass next to the cartoon of the adventurers walking towards the rising sun.
Do I see which way the compass that he's drawn is pointing?
It's as far as you see. It just seems to be a compass where north north points to the top of the page, then south to the bottom, and then left and right.
Wow.
It's not pointing to a specific location.
No, I was thinking if it was like showing going west or something.
No. You feel like the drawing that Scratch made is more like a drawing to help him remember of what to think of what to do at this certain page, but not be too obvious for people like you guys who happens to find or steal his book to also find Gold Keep that easily. So all you have is a drawing of a compass and cartoon characters walking towards the rising sun. Oh yeah, and it's also
Rising
says,
sun. Which way does the
thanks.
rising sun come from?
To south, right? Sunsets in the north or east? No, sunsets in
No,
the east. Sorry.
Jesus. Jesus. Yikes! Make a nature
Sunsets
check.
in the west.
Yeah, sunsets in the west, so
make
it's
a
going
nature
east.
check.
Rises in the east. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The sun does
That's-
indeed rise in the east.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah.
I've
first
got
one
8
done.
intelligence. Okay.
that was real.
I got 10.
Hey,
Jackie just
hey, we
went-
don't know. This is
went
a
over all
magical
the
world.
directions.
Maybe the world spins the other way around.
Yeah. I just
What
won't
else?
roleplay my character next time, and definitely not IRL.
Yeah. Do not send this guy to the
Okay.
military, please.
Yeah. Please don't.
The enemy is 2 clicks east. Starts walking west, gets shots upon.
I'll just have a UI HUD on my screen. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Sure,
Hi, you're the
I'm
you're the
still
drum
walking the wrong
pilot.
way.
Okay, so first note from scratch seems to be a clue to go east.
Do you know what this invisible ink is made of? Whenever it's invisible ink, it's always P. It's
For you,
always P.
Maybe. I don't deal with shit like this normally. You're more of the
The shady side.
secret
Well,
shit.
You,
Yeah.
as a rogue, would know that this is disappearing ink. It's ink that's typically blue or red in color. Normally, it only lasts a few hours, weeks, or a month, depending on the strength. And you can make it appear if you hold it over a candle or if you inspect it by magical means.
Definitely P.
Yeah, definitely P. Red's P, by the way.
Blue rats P, okay.
So for us, did you tell us that you saw something, or should
Yeah,
my character be very getting frustrated about seeing like a children's
He wants the gold for himself, he's not gonna tell you guys.
Oh, yeah. My gold. Nah, he will say what he sees and what he thinks it is. Yeah.
Disappearing. Invisible ink, that's interesting. Do you see something on any of the other pages?
Can you flip to the next page?
Yeah,
Or do we want to? Do we want to though? Because I assume it does. When we activate it, does it go away, or is it always like is the time limit still ticking now, for example, or is it like once it's activated, then there's a set time?
well, and you would know in this world of Eledhon, invisible inks works as following. You write it down, it disappears, and you can read it by a magical means or with the candle. But after a certain time, once you reread it, it will indeed disappear after an undiscerned time because it depends on the how high level the ink was that they used to write down. So it could disappear in a day, an hour, or in a month. You don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold Grog's hand before he turns the page and just relay that. Tell him that it might be a more opportune time to utilize Scratch's information, his guide, when we're closer to that point, as this sync, once read a second time, has a time limit.
I would disagree. We should read it and then just transcribe it to another material so we can just check it out
Copy
again.
it. Why not just copy down what he's written
Mm-hmm.
or made?
Be my guest.
Well, we
Maybe
could
you
do
can
that,
use that.
but we could also turn the page because we still need to either, as did Flavia, say how it's activated, either magically or by flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's only after we activate that it starts disappearing, so we can still see at which point we should use it.
Yeah, as long as you don't activate it, it should not disappear.
Yeah. So turning the page isn't the issue. It's actively trying to see it or using flame to make it visible.
I'll release my hand from Grog. Allow him to turn the page.
Hi. I cast fireball on it.
That's the end of the campaign.
Yes. I guess we go through the book again, but this time with Emmerich being able to see it. Then
No.
no.
No. We check which point, because he's right. We should maybe wait until we are actually at the point where the notes is viable to read.
But isn't
should
it
be
like
read.
more important to be able to know beforehand so we can prepare for stuff?
That's also viable.
Oh, yeah, so that is a good suggestion, but I mean, our party aren't exactly the prepared type of people. But if you want to be the prepared person, then definitely do it. Like, I'm not saying not to do it. It's just Flavia wouldn't care.
I agree. I would just say that like the only like guidance we have is that we have to go. Was it that we have to go into the sunset or sunrise?
Sunrise.
Sunrise. So we have to go east.
Yeah, east. And I have the map as well. So, like,
Yeah. So I guess we could follow just the map and like.
Yeah, the map that you have is a crude drawing of pretty much X marks the spot, but it's a pretty general location. But it's clear that it's east from the coast that you're on right now.
Can we see how long? If like how far would it be? Like how many days travel, ish?
week.
Not. Yeah. You don't really know the exact place of it, so you wouldn't know how far walking it is.
Well, if we went there and got back within a week, it's not too many days walk.
It's nothing to say that we made it the whole way, though.
True.
Just that we apparently found it, but I say I have no recollection. I have no idea what I said to Miss Angeline.
At this point, I'm even questioning if this is actually reality, if we're actually here where we think we are.
Would you like me to slap you? Wake you
No.
up?
So yeah, let's do a vote then. I don't know. Should we read all the pages and scribble down all the info? copy it as best as we can and maybe miss something? Or should we wait for it and use the prep that she has given us?
I guess let's just go.
My
Yeah.
brain is already filled with so many important bits of information. I can't pour more into it and remember it.
All right,
Mhm.
Flavia is remembering 2 things at once, so let's not overwork her.
Yes, one of them being your height.
Yeah, I guess we head east out of
Hmm?
fucking the city.
I mean, do we still want to go to the harbor to check, like, because we could also go by boat, right? Because
And
it's along the
it's
coast.
not. It's
There
just
isn't-
inland.
Yeah, there's not really
Oh, no.
much of water at least.
Oh yeah, true. Never mind.
Can you
I thought-
can you import that map of Null of the world? We head out to the casino.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's just march east, I guess.
You guys exit the Kraken's Maw. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, see, it's just nice and easy. Off to the
Yeah,
west we go.
Just a few clicks.
Yeah, that's so
forward,
conveniently
we'll
over
get east.
here.
I think it's over here. Let's just head here.
There are
Joke is,
mountains of gold, right? We have to go to the mountains.
joke
Sure.
is on you. The east on this map is down here.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. We can't read. Compass.
Amen, brother. 8 intellect gang.
Let's go.
Alright. So, yeah. A novice energy thrum beneath the surface as you set out the door of the Kraken's Maw. Flavia, you, however, feel a different kind of tension tightening its grip. Suddenly, a shadowy figure cloaked and hooded slips past a group of casino goers who have been waiting for the doors to open. With a practiced ease, the figure presses a small sealed scroll into your hand before melting back into the crowd, leaving no trace but the faint scent of wood smoke and lingering weight of the scroll in your palm. The familiar wax seal of the League of Tur glinting faintly in the dim light.
Am I assume, like, can I hang back from everybody else without them?
Yeah, you can easily do that.
Yeah, so like I guess I'll hand back and I'll like open the scroll and read it and almost make it look like I'm like to them I'm looking at the map of Goldkeep, you know, trying to analyze it. But like, I've got like the scroll on top of it or whatever. What does it say?
With a deep breath, you break the seal. Your eyes scanning the hastily scribbled message. The words swam before you, each one a chilling premonition. It says, a detachment of Azure Talons has been spotted over Fairwater Bay, heading towards Eastone. Nightblade was a crazed extremist, a good thing you prevented the offering. However, this has turned from an issue of the Legions to an issue to the Azure Talon. Be safe, niece. Signed, Augustus.
Do I know what the Azure Talon is?
Make an history check.
A powerful like one probably.
No, that was Queek who did that. Jackie has...
Oh yeah, true. Queek, you have to make a roll. As I am the DM and you are.
Oh, true.
Black
Hang
actor.
on. Yeah. Oh shit.
What are you doing,
Hang on.
Swedish?
I accidentally closed all my tabs. Uh-oh.
Just start casting Meteor.
Yeah, I'll roll for you. I'll roll for me since I'm playing Flavia now.
Oh my god, it's
almost a
almost
20,
a 20.
yeah.
Holy shit.
That would be crazy. The name itself sounds familiar. But your brain cells are not braining, so you can't really recall what the Azure Talon is.
Would I at least with a powerful 10 that you rolled, that I rolled obviously, would I at least would I know if it's related to the Dark Elf, to the Drow, or is it something completely different?
You know, it's something from the Empire, something and so on. And as you read these words, you feel very nervous. You feel like if these guys catch me, it's pretty much over. We have no clue who they are or what they do.
Yeah.
Since your brain is melting.
I would assume as they're soaring across the bay, it's probably something to do with the phoenix that Kasserot has under his...
Yeah, maybe. It says specifically it has been spotted over Pirate Bay, yeah.
I won't mention it to anyone else. I'll just fall in as we leave, I guess.
Alright.
I take it we didn't notice anything because Flavia was already hanging back. Or did we?
What do you mean?
Like the shady figure coming up and...
No, you guys did not notice that.
giving...
It's
okay, that's it.
It's part of the thingamajig, the ability to see rogue stuff. It's actually
Thieves can't. Or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Actually, I rolled a 10 for you, right? It says I wrote down here a roll history check with DC 10.
Nice.
Actually,
you don't have to give
that.
it. You don't have to give it to us. Obviously, I rolled a 5, I think. But it's up to you, DM.
Yeah, I'll just tell you. I don't even know why I headed behind the roll, because I wanted to tell you guys anyways. So basically with a DC 10 that you obviously rolled, we'll just cut that out of the video so people think you're all in. The implications hit you like a physical blow. The Azure Talon, the Empire's elite Phoenix Knights, were coming to Eastone. Their presence, usually a symbol of imperial might and order, no spells danger. The failed ritual with Nightblade, a threat you had thought contained, had somehow escalated to attract the attention of this powerful force. The casual mention of preventing the offering was a stark reminder of the stakes involved. This was no longer a journey, but a race against time. A shadow falls over your face as you look up at your companions, the urgency of situation suddenly palpable. The whispered words of "be safe, niece" echoes in your ear, adding a layer of personal fear to the already dangerous situation. The time for deliberation is over. It's time to depart, to leave Eastone, and to face whatever awaits you beyond the borders of the Empire. So you know the Azure Talon is the Emperor's elite Phoenix Knights.
Yeah, cool. I'm still not going to relay that. I don't really want them knowing that the League of Terror are giving me information or anything. But I'm just going to be like, oh, I've cracked the map. I think it's definitely this way. And I'm going to just encourage us forward, start pushing it. I think it's best we get out of here quickly and unseen without any drama.
Here's brief.
Check to see it.
Here's a proof of DC 10.
Can I get the message to write down as well?
Yes. Let me just
Copy and
screenshot it. Yeah. Copy paste. Yeah. Here.
To be fair, we're not using this next time, but I'll just copy it over or whatever.
There we go. Yeah, I'll just post it in the general, because I don't think you guys will use it to meta game. So.
Oh no, I'll try not to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Of course we will.
Until she tells you guys of it. If she just
Grub just starts talking about the Azure.
yeah. You know the address, Helena.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'll be like, we best leave this place. Don't like the way that people are looking at us. I think the sooner we get to the bottom of this memory, the best. Let's head to the provisions, the horses. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, you easily find the not horses, but the one horse that Evangeline prepared for you guys. The horse has a saddle that seems to be able to carry 2 medium-sized creatures. And it also has bags on the side that can carry quite a lot of supplies.
Sorry, quickly before we leave the casino, can I quickly run over to the dice roulette and place a bet?
Oh God.
Just one more before we leave.
Sure, yeah.
Cool. I assume the dice roulette is a D20, round. Pick a number.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Sure.
Yeah, Flavia's gonna before leaving and after finding out the horroring news that we're being hunted by like an elite guard, she's gonna quickly slam 50 gold on.
Red.
Let me see how many numbers roulette has.
It's 36.
We'll let you 100 and just.
Yeah, I'll roll a D100. Yeah, so you can do either even, uneven, or a specific number. Yeah.
Cool. And what we're saying, it's a D20. It's a 1 to 20.
No, a D
That's a D-
100.
D100.
D100, yeah.
D100.
But that's kind of crazy, I would say, because then guessing one number is just impossible.
No, but that's a huge payout then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How do I get a D100?
Probability.
I think from the DMs, but I can't see it.
Okay, I bet 25. I'm joking. Cool. Yeah, Flavia will quickly run over and she'll put a bet on. She'll put 20 gold on. She'll put 20 gold on even and 20 gold on 28.
Alright.
Gold down.
Lost 40
And
gold.
she'll be walking away before it even spins. She'll just be like, just not even. She'll turn away before it even drops, knowing that there are dark days ahead of us, and then we'll leave.
That's how she checks if she's gonna succeed. She has to gamble.
How much would I have? 40 gold, right? Yeah, cool. 40 gold, well spent.
No.
Well, technically it's your
Just
gold that I
looks-
just spent, Queek.
Oh, yeah. And you're the DM. Yeah, why are you rolling for me? What the hell?
Oh, sorry.
Groggy just looks at the rest and is like,
Oh, I didn't think his addiction would go this far.
That's how they get you. You win big one day, and the other day you only lose.
yes.
Yeah.
And then I guess we just continue going east, right?
Yeah. Everybody hops on the horse and.
Hops on the horse. It's a horse. How are you hopping onto it? I'd like you to describe this a little bit more.
With
Thank
help.
you.
With help
Roll
from
an
anyone.
acrobatics check with disadvantage.
What check?
An acrobatics check.
With
As Grog goes to help as well, because I imagine Grog would. I'm going to put my hand on his chest and just hold him back a second because I want to see it.
Oh, that's a 4.
You
Face
You-
plants into the mud.
Yeah, you try to climb the steed, but you soon realize he's way too big, and the only thing you can think of, alright, I'm going to make a little bit of a run up, and I'm gonna jump on the steed, because as you know, dwarves can jump high. You run up, jump, and you indeed jump high, maybe a bit too high, and you fly over the steed and face plant in the dirt, taking 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
They're full for bludgeoning damage.
Flavia is gonna just laugh out loud like a horrendous cackle.
He's gonna get up and use prestidigitation to clean himself up. Fucking hell.
Emmerich, that was truly impressive. Maybe another go. I think the second time you'll get it for sure.
Does he still have disadvantage now that he's used to gone
No.
once?
You're always straight because you already tried, so you can recalibrate it.
Fuck it! Oh, no, that's not the wrong dice. That's
Oh,
a 15!
With a 15, you adjust your part of your run up, and you jump, and it's not super majestically, but you manage to land on top of the horse this time as you grab the reins to steady yourself, and yeah, you're on the horse. The steed shrieks a little bit as he did not see that coming, but you luckily remain seated.
Perfect. Yeah, now I won't have to delay ours. You know, short legs and all.
oh, but don't we know it?
Are dwarves natural born runners?
What the 8? What's the 8 for?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Oh shit.
Grog just says,
Good jump. No, awful about the first time, but practice makes perfect, right?
Calibrating, yeah.
and then he just starts moving.
Alright. All of you add 2 day rations to your inventory, as Evangeline gave that to you. Yeah, you guys, where are you guys going? Are you immediately going east?
Yeah, I think
I guess so.
Yeah.
we're gonna get out of Eastone quickly. Basically,
Alright.
I'm gonna make it quite like, you know, quite a pressing issue that we need to leave.
Yeah.
Oh no, the music change.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's not dramatic music. It's
The songs of Avernus start playing.
Reigns of Castamere.
Yeah.
the song of
Fucking highway to hell.
Is Emmerich like able to ride this horse? Because it's like a fully grown horse, right?
yeah.
Is
I
he
mean-
is he able to control it and like direct it, or does he need someone to like lead it?
It's the horse follows you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if he wants to steer it, it's probably not gonna end well, but
He's fine with just not walking.
hmm
alright.
I mean, if you ask, Grog will help, but if you don't ask, he probably won't.
Nah. As long as it follows, he won't touch a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You guys move east. You don't encounter any issues in Eastone itself, as the salty, the salty air of Eastone, thick with the stench of brine and spilled ale, L, not A, fades fades into the backs of your mind. A week and that grimy, muddy port had been enough. Your welcome, 10 as a pirate's promise, was wearing thinner by the hour. As you set off east, the rising sun paints the sky in hues of fiery orange and a soft rose, a stark contrast to the perpetual gloom of the coastal town. The ramshackle buildings of Eastone, with their leaning timbers and patched-up roofs, quickly yield to a landscape of rolling hills, emerald green, kissed by the morning light. The hills tumble into valleys cloaked in dense, dark forests. The air, once heavy with the smell of fish and tar, is now crisp and clean, carrying the scent of pine and damp earth. It's a dramatic change, a world away from the chaotic energy of the port. The landscape possesses a wild, untamed beauty. Here and there you spot stone walls, ancient and weathered, snaking across the hillside, hinting at a history as old as the land itself. You walk on, the weary horse's hooves drumming with a somewhat steady rhythm against the hard-packed earth. The rhythmic sound, a counterpoint of the whispering wind coursing through the tall grasses. You all feel a sense of anticipation, a thrill of adventure in the air. Eastone, with its boisterous inhabitants and dubious dealings, almost felt like a distant memory, replaced by a promise of new challenges and untold discoveries that lay ahead. Hidden within the heart of this wild and beautiful land, you set out to uncover Gold Keep. And this is where we're gonna end the session.
Nice.
Thank God.
Glad the
Adventure
four of us
time.
could do this, you know.
Yeah, I hope you guys liked
Yeah,
today's session. It was not a super long one because I'm working a time
Mm.
limit, but yeah.
Yeah.
It felt
Yeah.
super long.
But you weren't happy with our yapping, Im?
He
No,
wasn't
it's not
happy
that I
about
almost fell
D&D.
asleep.
It's only 10:30. What do you mean? Fell asleep.